What's up, everybody? Big Money, New Jersey, aka American Savage, coming to you live. Today is Wednesday. In America, it's tax day, so boo, shed a tear. Gonna do a little video, quick one. I want you all to be able to take advantage of the Champion Duel and how you can go about looking at it, how you can go about maximizing your rewards. So let's get into it. So you got your Champion Duel button here, many of which you do not make it. You have your knockout round and your setups of all your groups, right? So you've got group A through H, and you go head to head, right? So you'll see some of your friends in here, some of your alliance. But for us who are now technically gambling on the outcomes, here's what I look at to try to maximize my rewards as far as my bets are concerned. Because in the cheer shop, the more of these cheering vouchers you can earn, the more frags, wrenches, and power cores, alloy, blueprints, speed ups, experience you can then purchase with those rewards tickets or cheering vouchers, if you want to say. They are limited, but they can be expensive. So I mean, 16,000 for 10 orange frags, 10,000 for 10 wrenches, 10,000 for 500 power cores, 120 for 2,000 alloy, which actually come in very handy. It's an underrated gear enhancer and tool that you can use. I would suggest, I'm going to do a video on the alloy, because the alloy can give your gear and your heroes a tremendous boost. And if you've been saving it and not using it all along, you probably have a ton of it. I'll just take a quick drink. And let's get back into how I then analyze, right? So technically, if you wanted to get all of the top 3 items, the wrenches, the power cores, and the orange frags, you would need 16... You'd need 36,000 total cheering vouchers. I'm not sure we can get to that number, but we can take a look, because in the betting strategy, it offers you what I would consider different odds. Like, you see this little multiplier at the smaller the gap, or the more competitive the fight or the battle is going to be, the higher the multiplier. So if it's a big disadvantage for one of the players, it's only going to be 1 times your cheering bet. If the players are very even, it could be upwards of 3 times. So, imagine maximizing 3 times every time you bet. And you get cheers every day. You get 4. Today I have 2 remaining, so I've already used 2. I don't recall what I was betting on or who I supported. Here's my cheer history, right? You can go look at the match list, the cheer history, the match history. Man, I was way off. Like, how is that even possible? I don't understand how this can happen when you've got Soul Reaper, who is very powerful. See, and that's where the strategy comes in. That's where the strategy comes in. So now, has Soul Reaper, you can go into these reports and look to see if they're active. So I look to see if they actually changed their lineups, right? So you've got 247, you got Blood Rose, Wings of Dawn. How about here? Blood Rose, Wings of Dawn. How about here? Blood Rose, Wings of Dawn. So for the last 4, Blood Rose, Wings of Dawn. So for the last 4 matches, Soul Reaper hasn't changed their lineup. So if they have an advantage, but it's close, here you've got your player, right? They set themselves up to... They've set themselves up to the benefit, right? So using their attacks, using their attacks against Soul Reaper, right? Let's look at it. It was now. So you've got Wings of Dawn, you've got Guard of Order. What was it in the last one? See, Wings of Dawn, Guard of Order. See, they flipped it. See, now they went Guards of Order. So this person is active. That's what it tells me. And that's what, if they had had it the other way around, they would have lost. Because Guard of Order would have went first, and that Blood Rose is going to counterfeit the Guard of Order and beat that number. 247 is going to beat 269. It's going to be real close, but I'm going to tell you it's probably going to win. And their Wings of Dawn, that would be a loss. You know, so that's the point. The point is you have to look to see a little bit if they're active, right? Wow, 2 bad guesses yesterday. That's terrible. And they were close. Like this person right here had all the bets. So let's take a look. They only won one of the matchups. That was all about the lineup. How, you go in and set it up. Because if you can rearrange these a little bit, you can make it so that the other person wins, right? So again, it's tricky. When they're nice and close, you never really know what people are going to do. So if you want to go for the higher level multipliers to try to get more cheer tickets, go for it. I like using the higher levels to try to get more tickets. Or you can just pick the simple ones. Like, what do we got? Do we have any ones today where it's a big advantage? Let's see what we got. Philo 22. I always keep a little notepad next to me. 504, 395, 362 versus 334, 432, 335. So their strongest march is 432. So again, here you are. If they keep with Blood Rose, Wings of Dawn, and Guard of Order in this order, and they don't change it, let's see if they've changed it. Has Philo changed anything? No. No. And you could devote a lot of time to this. I don't think you should. But they haven't changed their lineup in 4 fights. So let's see what Siba Benji has done. So they've got their Wings of Dawn first. I mean, they've got their Guard of Order first. So 334, Guard of Order. 432, Wings of Dawn. And 335, Blood Rose. In this current lineup, they will lose 2-1. So let's see what they did in the last fight. See, they're active. They move their pieces around. They move their pieces around. Okay. So I'm gonna say that they're gonna move their pieces around. If they move their pieces around, $432 Wings of Dawn, Blood Rose. It's gonna be close. I don't think they can win, just based on the numbers. That Blood Rose is a win no matter what they put in there. Then you've got 395 and 362. Yeah, so this is going to be a win, I think, for Philo. So we're going to go in and we're going to choose Philo. We're going to slide the slider over so that I can get potentially 800 tickets. And you click cheer. That's it. Now I've just placed my bet on Philo for the next match. Okay? And then you do the same. Just repeat. Go in and take a look. Pay a little bit of attention to the lineup, whether or not they change their lineup, and then what the true power is. Then decide if you want to do 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. But remember, it's just fun. Anything you do get, it's just a bonus. And again, the benefits are pretty good. I mean, for not having to be participant to get 10,000 tickets, I mean, I'm halfway there. I could get 10 wrenches or 10 power cores, and I'd be happy with that. Anyway, so that's your cheer shop and a quick overview of your Champion Duel. I hope you found this valuable. And good luck to you out in those betting streets. This Big Money New Jersey, a.k.a. American Savage. Peace out, everybody. Bless up. Stay safe. Have fun.